right.
Are you recording?
No.
Recording in progress.
All right, we're good.
Good evening. This is HNN. The Holotable News Network is your not even remotely close to around the clock Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, news, reactions, reviews, theory crafting, and more source. I'm Sir Georges, your host, and today we're joined by my distinguished co-host, Celiac Sarah.
How are you?
I am good in the galaxy.
Good stuff.
We got 4 headlines, each of which are pretty good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a good last couple weeks we've had. So first up is that Wampa's got an Omicron ability that helps him achieve his full potential. I kind of wish it was the way he was in all game modes, but I'll take it for just Grand Arena. Then we've got Seventh Sister, who probably is the best sister yet, showing what the Purge are capable of. A Mace rework.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest headline, because this is not like any Mace we've seen before.
Did you think we were getting pranked when this happened?
A little bit. A little bit. I was like, no way. Out of nowhere, nothing to do with anything going on.
Right?
Or it would just be some kind of Omicron update. But no. This is a full-fledged rework. And it's been worth the wait.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's good.
And then just today, like just within the last couple hours, we got a new road ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That also has a few goodies.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to fly through all these news. First, let's go over Wampa.
Okay.
Because Wampa holds a special place in my heart. This furry little dark side attacker.
So they just gave him an Omicron, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, same Wampa you've always known.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some Predator from Hoth. But now, in Grand Arena, with his Omicron,
Mm-hmm.
he has the same 50% counter chance, just always there. And then 10% counter chance, health steal, and offense for each damage over time effect.
Mm-hmm.
And now in Grand Arena, he's got a 100% tenacity boost. Which, if you look earlier in his kit,
Mm-hmm.
his last unique, when he has protection up, he gets a 50% tenacity boost.
Right. So he would have 150%
Bonus. So if you mod him, like I think he's got like 40% naturally.
Right.
So an uneven interested in tenacity Wampa will still be at 190 once he does his protection up move.
Right. Ooh.
And you could mod him for a little bit more. Easily get him up to like a 250 tenacity.
Man.
So that he should resist most attacks.
Yeah, you're not theoretically stunning him.
Yeah, I think the way, it's been a while, but I think the way the tenacity potency works is that they basically cancel each other out,
Mm-hmm.
and then whatever extra tenacity you have
Mm-hmm.
is how much of a reduction in chance they're going to debuff you.
Right.
So if you've got a 200% tenacity Wampa,
Mm-hmm.
then anything 115% potency or less,
Mm-hmm.
they're always only going to have a 15% chance of debuffing you.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think the 15% never goes away.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard repeatedly there's always a 15% chance it'll land or something.
Yeah. But anybody whose potency is less than 115,
Mm-hmm.
that's all they're going to, like, they're not going to have any kind of reliable debuffing of Wampa.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's a high mark to try and get past 115.
Yeah. Eee.
So he's got that bonus tenacity. And then if there are no other active allies at the start of battle,
Okay, so if
so
you
just like the movie, by himself,
Mm-hmm.
just a lone Wampa,
Mm-hmm.
then Wampa gains 75% defense max health, max protection, and offense. Doubled if there's only one active enemy at the start of battle.
Okay.
So that means in Grand Arena,
Mm-hmm.
you throw Wampa in by himself. If he had 60, 70,000 health,
Mm-hmm.
now he's buffed up to 120,000 health or something.
Something insane.
And then when he does his protection up move, he's then giving himself 180,000 protection up.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even talking about his normal protection or health yet. That's just 180,000 of protection up bonus.
Right, from his unique. Or his
Yes.
special, sorry.
So
Whatever it is.
that special. Yeah, icebreaker.
Ugh.
And Wampa by himself, his offense on his basic is pretty good. If you
Mhm.
get a relic Wampa,
Yeah.
and then now it's boosted.
Which, I mean, most people have, not, I shouldn't say most people, but a lot of people do have a relic Wampa from Luke's.
Did Luke need him? Really? I don't think
think it
anyone
was-
needed him.
I think it was Jedi Knight Luke that needed him. I think.
Okay. I don't remember anyone needing him. I know I have mine relic, but I think I just did that for fun. But I can't remember.
I know I have mine relic, so there's no way I would have done it for fun.
Okay.
So it had to have been, I'm pretty sure it was Jedi Knight Luke, not Jedi Master Luke. I gotta check. One of the Lukes wants a relic Wampa.
Okay. And what we just discussed was just the normal bonus to Wampa.
Right, okay.
It's doubled. All those bonuses are doubled.
Mm-hmm.
If so, he'll have even more protection up when he does his icebreaker. He'll hit even harder with his offense and be harder to kill with his defense. If he's fighting one person, such
Mhm.
as a galactic legend, that you've killed everyone else in the squad.
Yeah, cleanup duty.
Right.
Mhm.
Which that's the best kind of cleanup. 1 versus 1,
Oh, yeah.
and Wampa might be able to walk away with full health, full protection. Then the rest of it, whenever Wampa is damaged by an attack,
Mm-hmm.
inflict 2 damage over time effects for 3 turns on the attacking enemy, which can't be evaded or resisted. The cooldown of Furious Foes reduced by 1, and gain 30% tenacity stacking until the end of the encounter.
Oh, okay, hang on.
So every time you attack Wampa,
You're gonna
every
get
time
dots.
you damage, you're going to get 2 dots. Nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to gain 30% tenacity.
And you're reducing the cooldown of Furious Foe.
Right. And Furious Foes, that move that inflicts healing immunity, gives Wampa,
Sorry.
you're good, 40% accuracy, crit chance, and offense boost until the end of the encounter. So you're feeding his offense more, and he's putting damage over times, which with his other unique give counter chance, health steal, and offense for each one of those. It's going to be brutal. I mean, I'm hoping that it's going to be good. I still have to wait to see it in action. Like, I doubt you can take a slow Wampa who gets stunned the first turn and try to survive. Like, I'm not sure he'll be able to do a SLKR cleanup,
Right.
because you can't prevent that stun no matter how much tenacity you have, and it's a 2-turn stun. But I bet there are instances where he can be good.
What's interesting too is his bonus stats that he gets, like the extra defense, max health, and all that. They did confirm that those stats are the only part of the Omicron where he actually needs to be solo for. So if you did take him in with an extra character, you'd still have the when he's damaged by attack, they'll get dots. And he'll still have 100% tenacity. You just won't have the middle chunk. Which, to me, I mean, the middle chunk seems like the actual meat of this Omicron.
Right.
Like, I feel like you would want him.
By himself, yeah.
Yeah. You definitely want him on offense, I think.
Right, for sure.
So that you have the flexibility of him being by himself if you need it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good his Omicron would be without those stat boosts.
That's what I'm wondering too. I feel like you want that. Especially if you're going in against somebody that I did this the other day where I went in and I killed everyone and timed out on a nest.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Thanks.
We need more characters that can either annihilate or ignore protection. Because that's garbage.
But this would be like the perfect... I mean, it seems like a waste to use this on a nest cleanup, but something like that where it's just nest solo and then send him in. Yeah, that's exciting.
I think there's a good number of teams he'll be able to solo.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. I agree.
I can't wait to try it out.
Are you going to do it?
Oh, yeah. Like, I've got 16 out of 20 Omicron right now. And so, by the end of these next two galactic challenges, I'm putting it on immediately.
Yeah. Man, I'm heavily leaning towards it. Because I use Wampa almost every Grand Arena.
Oh, I never use them.
Oh, I use him all the time. So, I never use him solo, though, because I'm always worried that he's, like, going to get stunned or something. So now...
Right.
I don't know. Maybe he won't.
Yeah. If there's even one popular team that he can solo so that you can bulk up your defense better or have one less... riskier blast of your offense teams. Yeah,
or like if you're being forced to decide, you're like, I don't have to now. Like, totally agree.
Yeah, I'll report on my testing once I get it.
Perfect, please do.
Then we've got Seventh Sister. You want to go ahead and read her kit?
Yeah, she looks so like evil. She just looks mean.
She's got a lot of extra holes in her face.
She does. Alright, okay, so obviously Inquisitorious, leader, because they all have those leader tags. Healer, interesting.
Yeah.
Healer, okay. Yeah. Empire, unaligned, like typical. Healer is a shocking one to me.
When's the last time we got a healer in the game?
I don't know, because the healer tab is so small. Okay.
Like, cool. Last one was the Visa Mara. Yeah. No, Visa's
Mara.
Yeah. Which was years ago, like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was with like right before the Sith raid.
Yeah, that was forever ago.
Oh man. Okay.
And this healer is an unaligned force user.
Yeah.
So she could synergize with Starkiller.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. Is it a light side healer that he wants? Or just a healer in general?
I think it's healers in general. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, let's look.
But you can go ahead and read. I'll
double check it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so her basic, there you are. Deal physical damage to the target enemy. Inflict offense down for 2 turns and 1 stack of purge, max of 6, until the end of the encounter if the target doesn't have any. These debuffs can't be resisted if the enemy is a Jedi. Deal plus 5% more damage, increased to plus 10% if the enemy is a Jedi, for each stack of purge on the enemy. Okay. Oh, okay, sorry. I just reread that. So Okay, so Purge... Okay, never mind. Purge is there until the end of the encounter, only if they don't have it. Offense down, though, stays just for 2 turns.
Yes.
Okay. And then... But it's almost like you want to hit somebody with Purge to do the extra damage. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine to hit someone with Purge.
You just won't add another Purge because they already have it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
And Starkiller does want a light side healer.
Okay, so she does not get
it
to
doesn't
play.
benefit. I mean, she can still fill in as your dark side unaligned force user.
Right.
She just doesn't do anything as a healer.
You're still just going to want Visas or Xeris or somebody.
Mara Jade. Oh, yeah.
Like light side, I mean. Sorry for the
right,
healer.
light side. Yeah.
Okay. So ID9 Electroshock Prod, cooldown of 3 for her first special. Deal physical damage to target enemy, dispel all buffs, and remove 60% turn meter. Increase to 90% if the target is Jedi. Inflict 1 stack of Purge, maximum of 6, until the end of the encounter, and then inflict an additional stack of Purge for each buff dispelled this way. Cool. Inflict ability block for 1 turn, and daze for 2 turns on target enemy. This ability can't be evaded or resisted. That's what I was wondering. Whoa. Okay, that is massive because if you...
It is.
So my immediate thought was you have Grandmaster Yoda passing around buffs, sharing all those buffs.
Yeah.
You're just going to go, no, I'm going to dispel them off of this person. Take your turn meter and give you 6 stacks of Purge because chances are you have 6 buffs.
Right. Just instant 6.
Yeah, like right away. Or
Forget this little... I get to do 1 on my basic, maybe.
Yeah.
50% chance.
And I was wondering about the evaded or resisted bit because immediately when I saw the each buff, I was like, okay, but Yoda also passes Foresight. But if you can't evade or resist it, Foresight doesn't matter. Foresight's now just a buff. That's
Tenacity up doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's just a buff that's being taken and counting towards your stacks of Purge now.
Yeah. All gone. And now you've got Purge.
Oh.
And ability block. And daze.
Man. Yeah, and daze. For 2
and
turns.
all of this can't be resisted. So
man.
Removing turn meter.
Yeah.
Getting rid of all the buffs.
Mm-hmm.
Ability block and daze.
And you're still dealing damage.
Right. So that's like 4 or 5 little things. The negative effects happening to the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
All of which can't be evaded.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good. Finally a good Purge move.
Yeah, that's.
Whereas all the
fun.
other characters, I've never cared about their Purge stuff.
Right. Okay, so then her second special, ID9 Enemy Intelligence, cooldown of 4.
Still relying on that little droid.
Yeah, that little jellyfish thing. All right, so this is a Zeta. So she's going to consume 1 stack of Purge from each enemy. The target ally recovers 30% health and protection, plus 10% health and protection for each stack of Purge consumed. Ooh. All allies gain critical hit immunity for 2 turns, and Inquisitorious allies gain Foresight for 2 turns. All allies recover 10% health and protection, and gain evasion up for 2 turns. If the target ally is Inquisitorious, reduces abilities cooldown by 1. Ooh, so you can use it even faster. So, okay, so target ally recovers 30% health and protection plus 10% for each stack. So if you have the full team still and they all have Purge, you're going to get 80% to that target ally. But then it says all allies recover 10% health and protection. So does the target ally also get an additional 10% recovered?
Yes.
So you could potentially recover 90% health and protection in 1 turn.
Yes.
So cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And then it's only a 3 turn cooldown because I'm assuming you're going to stick her with it doesn't need to be a full Inquisitorius squad, but if you target the Inquisitorius member.
Right. And best part is your entire team gets evasion up,
Yeah.
which is a rare, very rare buff. Foresight, like not since Grandmaster Yoda or one or two oddball stuff, like I think Grandmaster Kenobi's got some in his kit, but AoE Foresight for the team, that's very hard to come by.
And critical hit immunity.
And this is the first time dark side people have gotten Foresight.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
That would make sense, actually. Huh.
And crit hit immunity.
Yeah. Like, that's
like, this is a great 3 buffs. 3 buffs to the whole ally team. And a little bit of heal.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay, so her leader ability. So this is the one that's the Omicron. Guess again. So it's a Zeta and then an Omicron. Empire allies gain 16% evasion. Whenever Inquisitorius allies evade, they recover 5% health and protection and gain advantage for 2 turns. Okay, cool. I like that. While in territory wars, whenever a Jedi enemy gains foresight, all Inquisitorius allies gain foresight for 2 turns. Whew. At the end of each turn, dispel all buffs on Jedi enemies who have foresight. Additionally, whenever an enemy gains a buff, Seventh Sister has a 10% chance to inflict 1 stack of Purge, max 6, on that enemy until the end of the encounter, increased to 20% if that enemy is Jedi. Whew.
Yes.
Yikes.
So in territory wars, if you fight a Yoda, when he's trying to spread foresight, he's just removing buffs off everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
When you fight a Kenobi, every time he gets foresight or gives foresight,
all the buffs.
Buffs removed. And all the enemies, your Inquisitorius allies, get foresight.
Hermit Yoda's mass health
Yeah.
second special, that one gives foresight.
Yeah.
Not that we ever see this anymore, but if you did do a Qui-Gon Jinn lead, you wouldn't ever. That has foresight right away.
Right.
But I mean, this is Yoda teams.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, because exactly what you said. So he's gonna spread foresight, and then at the end of the turn, they'll be like, "Nah, sorry.
We have foresight. You don't have foresight. We have foresight. We foresight before you get foresight."
Wow. At the end of each turn. So at the end of each turn, dispel all buffs on Jedi enemies who have foresight. Is that at the end of each Inquisitorius ally's turn, or like each turn in general?
Turn. Every turn.
So like if it's, I don't know, Jedi Knight Luke's turn, and for whatever reason there's foresight out there, then goodbye.
Yeah.
Yikes.
They lose it, and Inquisitorius people get it.
Yeah.
It's great. It'll be great with the fighting the Jedi AI, putting foresight onto everybody.
Okay, and then, so Grandmaster Yoda does his little buff spread, right?
Yeah.
So he's doing the foresight thing. So let's say he spreads foresight, tenacity up, offense up, and I don't know, some other buff. I don't know. Let's just say those 3. Foresight, tenacity up, and offense up.
Yeah.
You're gaining 3 buffs. So each buff has a 10% chance that you will get Purge. So you could theoretically, if the RNG went in the exact right favor, have 3 stacks of Purge on one character or all characters. Like if the 10% chance landed 3 times in a row on each character.
Yes.
Yikes. Or sorry, actually it's 20% if it's Jedi.
Yeah.
So 20% chance. Yikes.
Yeah. Like with Inquisitorius,
Mm-hmm.
any Jedi team besides probably a Jedi Master Kenobi type deal
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be able to do anything.
Right.
This should be a hard counter.
Yeah. Like you're not. Like if you see that, this is who you would take as leader, I guess.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, we've also hardly ever seen evasion leads.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've done away with them ever since Maul's
Maul.
meta. Yeah, many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got a new Empire allies gain evasion.
Yeah.
And you combine that with the evasion up that she gives everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think evasion up is a 15% boost in evasion.
Mm-hmm. That sounds accurate for 2 turns.
So with her lead, all Empire allies, doesn't have to be Inquisitorius,
Mm-hmm.
but all Empire allies, with her running that special, can most of the time have 31% evasion, which is a pretty good third of the time that you're evading attacks. Not even counting the foresight being given.
Yeah. Oh.
So we might get to see some new evasion type teams.
I like it.
Okay, now the
Okay.
best part is her
Yeah.
unique.
It's her. Okay, I haven't even gotten to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so her unique distraction. It's not even a Zeta. It's just there. Okay.
Like I already think she's the best Inquisitorius so far,
Yeah.
and this puts it over the top.
Okay. All right. So, whenever another Inquisitorius ally uses an ability during their turn, Seventh Sister assists, limit of once per turn.
So just every time they go.
Every time
She's
they go,
going.
she assists. Okay. Wait. And her basic, she's obviously going to assist and do her basic.
Right, which
And
does the offense down in a purge.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you could theoretically spread that purge around real quick depending on who you target.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If she is in the leader slot, whenever Seventh Sister assists another Inquisitorius ally, that ally recovers 5% health and gains offense up for 2 turns. While assisting, she inflicts debuffs based on the number of stacks of purge on the target enemy, which can't be resisted if they're Jedi. Okay, so if they have more than 1 stack, she inflicts speed down for 2 turns. 3 or higher, accuracy down for 2 turns. And 5 or higher, she does a healing immunity for 1 turn.
I read that as 1 or like over 1.
Yeah. So if they
But
had...
maybe-
So my question to that is if they had, say they had 4.
Yeah, they would get speed down
Yeah.
and accuracy down.
Yeah, that's how I'm reading it.
Yes.
Cool.
And the offense down that's always on her basic.
Right. Oh. Whoa.
So
Okay.
she, and if they don't have purge for whatever reason yet, she's going to be sticking a purge on them.
Yeah.
And if they're Jedi, it can't be resisted purge. So yeah, by the time your whole team takes a turn, as long as you're targeting a different enemy, everyone has 1 purge now.
And if they're Jedi, these debuffs can't be resisted either.
Right.
So by the time, theoretically, your team has gone, every single person, assuming there's no taunt blocking you, but every single person should have speed down on the other team. And 1 stack of purge. And offense down for 2 turns. Ooh. Okay.
And if you get someone to where they're maxed out at that 6 stacks of purge, then her assisting So it's not even anyone doing anything special. Just her assisting is going to put healing immunity.
Yeah. So now you're hooped. For one turn. Healing immunity for one turn. But still.
Yeah. Still.
Man.
And that accuracy down, I think that debuff, again, is so rare.
Yeah.
Like, I think the only one that does it currently is Cad Bane. Like, he's the only one in the whole game that does accuracy down.
Which is so ridiculous. Like, it's so rare, I actually forgot that this was a debuff.
Right. Now, I think it's a 20% decrease in accuracy.
Right. But still.
That means now we've got evasion at 31%.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
And then the enemy's accuracy is down to 80%.
Ooh.
So I don't know the math there, but let's just say that means you're about a 50%.
It's something
likely to, yeah.
Something where you're probably not going to land your hit.
Yeah, half the time you'll be missing.
Yikes.
Which is good.
Yeah. This is funny.
To be evading half the time. That's awesome.
This is like a funny kit. I like it. I agree with you. I think she is probably one of the best ones out of them so far.
And with that evasion stuff, they might even be good against non-Jedi teams.
Right.
Like
they're still gaining it in general.
Yeah. Like if a Supreme Leader Kylo, if his AoE can't get any hits, then he can't build up his critical ultimate.
Right.
So if you can make it so that he is missing all of his hits,
then he's not building his alt.
Yeah. And you can put healing immunity on him so that he's not using his health steal to survive.
This is fun. I like this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's her.
Yeah. She's pretty awesome.
And so her marquee event, did they say when it's starting? I'm assuming it's going to start on Thursday or Friday, so 17th or 18th, I would assume.
We will be able to confirm that in the road ahead. I think.
That would
maybe
make
not.
sense.
No, maybe it was in the content update.
One of these. Let's see.
I would expect it within the next week.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I mean, they did a content update in the game today.
Yeah, she's already in the list of characters. You can favorite her.
Yeah, so she's got to be coming out. Let me see. I'm just looking at the content update.
Her event starts tomorrow.
Okay. Why doesn't it say that? Yes, it does. March 17th. Cool. Till the 24th. That's...
For a week.
She looks fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
Next part of the update. Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Now, he already had his character model updated recently. So it already looks great in the game.
Right. He just didn't really do much.
Yeah. Right. But so now he looks cool and acts cool. Because he's got an update.
Okay.
I can try to read some of this one.
Yeah, because they updated him so much that they just refunded everyone's ability mats because all of his abilities have changed.
Which is so funny. Like, that's a good policy. There's no harm in it.
No.
But a character like this, when they're reworked so much for the better, nobody wants it back.
No, I got it, and then I went right back and just put it all back on.
Right.
I was like, here you go.
Right. But no, it's a good policy. It's better they do that than not.
Totally.
So, Mace Windu, who is a fleet commander and has lots of uses, I think he's one of the heroes in the light side TV.
Mm-hmm.
Just never used him.
Yeah, he is.
So his basic used to be deal damage if he's above 50% health, deal more. If he's below, he heals. Now his basic deals special damage. That's a difference because you never wanted any of these early characters that split their physical and special.
Yeah.
So he's just always special now. His basic inflicts ability block
Which
for
is
one turn.
awesome.
Yeah, great on a basic.
Mm-hmm.
This attack deals bonus damage equal to 5% of his max health.
Mm-hmm.
So for a tank whose max health could be 100,000 plus,
Yep.
then that's a big, nice bonus.
Oh.
Like you can hit somebody with a high defense and only do 3,000 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is a bonus 5,000 at least on top of it.
I like it.
If he is above 50% health, instead of the more damage like he did before, he gains 15% turn meter. If he's below 50% health, it's now up to 100% of the damage dealt is recovered as health.
Ooh.
So now, if he's doing a 10,000 damage hit because of his max health bonus.
And this is his basic.
Yes.
So, you could just, like, recover 100% of the damage you did. Just keep
Which
healing.
would at least be 5% of his max health.
Yeah. Just keep healing.
Yep. So that's a good one. That's a good one. First special, Smite, cooldown of 3. Old move, he deals special damage and remove all buffs. New move, in addition to that, if the enemy had Shatter Point, stun them for 1 turn and remove 50% turn meter, then Mace gains 50% turn meter.
Oh.
So it's still a good move that gets rid of all buffs, but now can also stun them, remove turn meter, and give him 50%.
Yeah.
So he'll be ready to do a second move soon after.
And this is only a 3-turn cooldown, so that's really not that bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay.
Now, we've just heard about Shatterpoint. He did not have Shatterpoint in his kit at all before.
No. But the Mason territory battles has Shatterpoint.
Yes, yes. But now the proper Mace has Shatterpoint. So we'll be seeing how he uses that. Next special.
Brand
this
new.
party's over. Yeah, brand new special. Because before, he was super lame. He just dealt damage on his basic.
Yeah.
And then he had a special that could remove a debuff or remove buffs.
Yeah.
But now, another special with cooldown of 3. So that's 2 cooldown of 3 specials. And for this special, he deals special damage to a target enemy and calls a target ally to assist. That's powerful.
Yeah.
Call Padme to assist, General Skywalker or something. If target enemy had Shatterpoint and target allies Galactic Republic, then swap turn meter with the target ally.
Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Okay.
So now you can swap with a character who's just about to take the next turn. You both get to attack. Then they do their turn and you get to do another turn right after.
Okay.
And if the target... Yeah. And all they have to be is Galactic Republic.
Right.
Now, if the target was also a Jedi, and the enemy had Shatterpoint, then Mace gains 2 stacks of resilient defense, max of 8, for the rest of the encounter.
So, if it is a Galactic Republic Jedi, you would theoretically swap turn meter and gain 2 stacks of
Yes.
resilient defense. Okay.
And, new
Oh.
sentence, both Mace and the target recover 30% protection.
That's a good move.
Right? And Galactic Republic do not recover protection often.
No. And there are
So-
quite a few nice Galactic Republic Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But now you can do a double tank, him and Kenobi,
Mm-hmm.
and he can give himself and Kenobi 30% of their 100,000
Oh,
plus protection pool.
that's fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
So he's swapping with somebody, healing them for 30% protection,
Mm-hmm.
and getting them to assist to hurt the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
All in one move. With a 3-turn cooldown.
Yep.
His leadership used to be Vapad,
Mm-hmm.
or however it's pronounced. Now it is Take a Seat. And used to be you gain offense and crit chance, and you can heal when you score a critical hit.
Okay.
Now you gain 20% max health and 20% offense,
Mm.
and recover 10% of your health when you score a critical hit.
Okay.
So not a big buff, kind of like it was before,
Right. Similar.
but now you've got a health boost, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible you could try to run some kind of his lead with Kiadamundi, maybe.
Right.
Maybe. Okay, now he has 2 uniques,
Right.
one of which is new, and the other one that is just renamed.
Right.
So he had one that used to be Shatterpoint, even though it did not inflict Shatterpoint.
Correct.
This was the one that would randomly expose somebody when he took a turn.
Yeah. I feel like
But
I
if
never
somebody-
saw him expose anybody.
Yeah, well, even if he did, if there was a tank and it wasn't the one exposed, nothing you
Yeah.
could do. And it goes away immediately after his turn's over.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even stay there. But now,
Now.
with this unique, Mace gains 30% max health.
Mm-hmm.
So just now he's super bulky. Like that's just a flat boost to his stats always.
Yep.
At the end of each turn, if another ally with protection was damaged by an attack, Mace gains 3 stacks of resilient defense
Okay.
for the rest of the encounter if he's not gained resilient defense this way since his last turn.
Okay. So you can only do it once between his turns. Got it.
Between his own turns. Yeah. While Mace has resilient defense, he has plus 10% offense per stack, up to 8 stacks, and 100% counter chance.
Oh my goodness.
When Mace gains taunt, he dispels it and gains 2 stacks of resilient defense. That's okay,
Mm-hmm.
because resilient defense is a taunt
Ah.
just by a different name. But the way this taunt works
Mm-hmm.
is that when he's damaged, he loses 1 stack.
So you want him to have as many stacks as possible, as
Right.
quickly
So
as
some-
possible.
Right. So someone can try to dispel resilient defense, but it's not going to go away until he's been hit. So if he has 8 stacks,
Right.
you have to hit him 8 times
Before you can
to
start
get him
damaging.
to stop taunting.
So okay. So
No, he can still be damaged himself.
okay. Okay. Gotcha.
It's like a taunt that's based on number of hits instead of number of turns.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. And every time he takes a turn, next time an ally gets hit, kind of like Kenobi, how his would trigger if someone was critically hit,
Mm-hmm.
just anytime they get damaged,
He's
it doesn't
gonna-
have to be a critical hit or anything. He gets a 2-hit taunt.
Right. Right away.
That's the best. This is the best passive taunter move in the game. This is Kenobi's passive on steroids.
Yeah. I'm just okay. So then you do his new special. You target a Galactic Republic Jedi so that you can swap turn meter, and you gain 2 more stacks that way. Because it was your turn, when you did that, you'll be able to gain 3 when someone else gets hit.
Yes.
So someone else takes a turn, someone gets hit, whatever, and then you're theoretically coming back to your turn so quickly because you swapped.
Yes.
And sorry, the reason why I brought that up is because you gain 2 stacks of resilient defense with that, but then you're also recovering protection, so you're healing, not really healing, but you know.
Yeah.
It's my point is that it's going to be hard to chew through him,
Right.
theoretically.
Plus, if he has any resilient defense, then he gets a full 100% counter chance.
Yeah.
So his counter makes him do his basic again, which is new basic, does ability block,
Yeah.
and gives him 15% turn meter.
Or he recovers health.
Yeah,
So either way.
right. Either way. And his basic won't be a weak move because of the bonus damage of 5% of his max health.
Right. Right.
So that's a pretty good
Yeah.
little situation here.
I like that. Oh, he has an Omicron.
He does. Now we get to his final unique with an Omicron. And this is where we learn about Shatterpoint.
Okay.
So,
So this whole thing is new. Okay, right.
yeah, this whole thing's new. So his last passive gave 30% max health, just a boost.
Yes.
This unique, 30% offense boost.
Of course.
So he's just always going to be 30% stronger than what he starts with. At the start of his turn, dispel stealth on all enemies. Just
Okay.
always, every time he takes a turn.
Okay.
And a random enemy, excluding raid bosses and galactic legends, is inflicted with speed down for 1 turn and Shatterpoint, which can't be evaded or resisted. So there's no chance in this equation. Every time he starts his turn, somebody has Shatterpoint.
I like that. And speed down.
Yes, yes. It still goes away at the end of the turn, but when an ally damages an enemy with Shatterpoint, all allies recover 10% protection, and all Galactic Republic Jedi allies gain foresight for 1 turn.
Okay, hang on. So it has to be his turn to dispel the stealth and inflict speed down and Shatterpoint. And then Shatterpoint is dispelled at the end of each ally's turn.
Right. So it'll only come up on his turn, and then it'll go away at the end of his turn.
Okay. It's just
But
okay.
go ahead.
I feel like it's phrased weirdly.
It is,
Okay.
and that's because of the Omicron.
Gotcha.
It makes it need to
Needed
phrased
to be
that way.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Gotcha.
Yeah. Now Shatterpoint, that debuff, it makes it so that all of your allies can ignore anyone taunting to target the person with Shatterpoint.
Right. It's like a forced.
Yeah. So because he gets rid of stealth, and you can ignore taunt, every time Mace takes a turn, whoever gets Shatterpoint, he can always target now.
Right.
There's nothing standing in the way.
Oh.
When he attacks them, then they get their defense, max health, and offense reduced by 10% for the rest of the encounter.
So if you theoretically get
Yeah.
shatter point on the same person, you're just knocking
Yeah.
it down. Okay.
Yeah. Reduce it 90%. Now he's just
Yikes.
can barely survive. Has one little green health bar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And when you hit them,
Mm-hmm.
not only are you reducing their stats, but you're recovering your entire team's protection by 10.
Mm-hmm.
And all Jedi Galactic Republic allies gain foresight.
Yeah. I like that.
So when Mace takes a turn, which he can do often with his specials and turn meter games,
Mm-hmm.
he's hurting people
Mm-hmm.
and giving everybody foresight.
Yeah, because I would think that when it's his turn, you would just target whoever has shatter point.
Yeah, just always.
Right? Like, why wouldn't you? You're going to recover protection. You're going to gain foresight so you can hang out a little bit longer, theoretically, until... Like, why wouldn't you?
Mace sounds so OP that they might have needed the Inquisitorious faction to come out at the same time, just so there was a counter.
Because he's giving them foresight. Oh, I guess
Yes.
this is true, because he's going to give them foresight, and then if you're going against Seven Sister,
Seventh Sister.
she's like, sorry, don't care.
Right.
Gotcha.
Like, so they're going to be perfect enemies. Because without her, he's pretty great. Now,
Okay.
so take that whole unique that we just went over,
Yeah.
and now we have the Omicron.
Mm-hmm.
So in Territory Wars, at the start of every light side ally's turn,
Okay.
they get to do what Mace does on his turn.
Okay, sorry. At the start of every...
At the start of every light side ally's turn,
Yeah. They get to
they get to do a speed down and shatter point on an enemy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And when an ally damages an enemy with shatter point with this Omicron in Territory Wars, all allies gain 5% turn meter.
Ooh. Ooh, okay.
So, yeah. So, you've got an ally taking a turn.
Mm-hmm.
They do shatter point against somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, that person's stats are reduced. All Galactic Republic Jedi allies gain foresight. And now the next ally takes a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else gets shatter point. Maybe it's the same person.
Right.
Everybody gets foresight. Everybody gets healed 10% protection. Enemy gets reduced stats. And everyone's getting 5% turn meter too. All allies, not just the person doing it.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Mace swaps turns with somebody, swaps turn meter. They both assist somebody with shatter point. Everybody gets 5% turn meter.
So here's my question for this. Let's
Go for
say it's... I'm trying to think. Okay, so let's say it's Padme's turn. And she inflicts shatter point because she's light side, right? So she does, her turn starts, she's got shatter point on someone, she targets them. She does her like call all allies to assist move. Because that character's taking damage theoretically 5 times, would you gain 25% turn meter?
No, because the first time they get hit with damage, shatter point goes away.
Okay. Got
So
it.
it's not like a stays for the entire turn.
Yeah.
Kind of like his taunt, how it goes away when he's hit.
Yeah.
Shatter point goes away when they're hit.
Okay.
Just
I was
one
gonna
time.
say that would have been
Yeah.
real nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still really good though, because I didn't even clue in until you said like you're still, because it's his unique that's doing this, you're still recovering protection and gaining foresight, but then when it's somebody else's turn and this is happening, you're also gaining the turn meter.
Yeah. That Omicron, that might be the best Territory War Omicron.
I don't even know who you would put, like, who do you put him with, and do you put him on defense? Do you put him on offense? I don't even know.
Yeah. I wonder what a General Kenobi lead could be like.
Wow. I like that, though. This is a really good rework. Very
It
long
is.
overdue.
It is. Or a Grandmaster Yoda lead. I doubt it, but with his lead giving lots of turn meter.
You're going to want
Because anytime...
him... Sorry, I was just going to say, you're going to want him with Galactic Republic Jedi.
Yes. Yes. Because they're the ones getting foresight. Recovering protection.
And then that way you can double dip to take advantage of that, no matter who you target.
Right.
You can take advantage of swapping turn meter and gaining resilient defense.
Right.
Oh, man.
That's a good one.
I like this. This is fun. This whole time
He's going to be a good long-term character now.
Well, and I have been using him because I just have to use him, and he's relic, like with my Jedi. Like, I just have to have another Jedi. So, like,
sure.
He goes with my, usually he's with my Kenobi because damage immunity doesn't care who the tank is, so stick a tank there. But, like, I use him all the time in Grand Arena. I have to use him in territory battles. Like, he just gets used. So,
right.
This is a good thing. I like it.
Now, he could be... He can still be used in Master Kenobi. And now he'll be taunting even if he... After that one turn... When he finally takes a turn. And he... Let's see. That special where he can swap turn meter.
Yeah.
He can swap with them if they're Galactic Republic.
Right.
So he can swap with Commander Ahsoka.
Yeah. It just won't give the defense.
Yeah.
And then... Okay. So if you put damage immunity on him from Kenobi... Would he? I assume he wouldn't lose a stack of resilient defense.
Correct. He's never getting hit.
Because he's not being damaged. So if you stick damage immunity on him, he's your tank. You stick damage immunity on him, and then he's not losing that resilient defense, and he's not taking any damage.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
His territory war unique will work even if he's on a Master Kenobi team.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about Galactic Legends. Well, it just
now
says...
Yeah. Enemy Galactic Legends.
Yeah.
But so Master Kenobi can go first. Enemy gets Shatterpoint. Whoever they are, they can ignore taunt. So now I just thought of this. A Commander Ahsoka
she can
get Shatterpoint on somebody that's not the tank Kenobi.
Yeah.
So your whole strategy of, okay, you can wipe out my Kenobi, but we can mirror. Let's say you're doing a mirror match and the enemy Ahsoka is the one that gets Shatterpoint. Now your Ahsoka can annihilate them.
Yeah. And you lose no one.
Yeah, and now you win, hands down.
That's funny. I mean, obviously there's like a chance. Like there's that, because it's random. But like that would be hilarious.
Right. Well, it won't be... The Shatterpoint doesn't go on Galactic Legends.
Right.
So there's a 1 in 4 chance.
Right.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
25% chance you can knock out the enemy Ahsoka first.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Wow. I like that. This is fun. I like this rework a lot.
He just became valuable
Well,
as in a bunch of different teams.
yeah.
And even the top meta right now, Master Kenobi.
I'm probably going to have to give him this Shatterpoint Zeta.
Yeah.
Because that's...
For sure.
That's huge.
For sure.
Man. Wow.
Pretty awesome.
Wow. I'm super pumped to try this.
And it's in the game right now.
I know.
No one has to wait. Like, go for it.
Man. All right. So that's Mace.
Okay, you want to read the road ahead?
Yeah, because we got a road ahead too.
Yeah. Just quickly go through the highlights. Yeah.
Because there wasn't too much. So
No.
So they're doing Grand Arena like quality of life updates. So the first thing that they're gonna add, and I think so they're gonna add this to after the next title update, which we don't know when it's gonna be, but they're gonna add like an edit defense tab to Grand Arena. So you'll be able to set your defenses anytime before the setup phase finishes, and then or before Grand Arena begins, like whichever. And it's just like storing squad templates essentially. Like that's how I read it. And then you can tweak it, and then that way you only have to update it if you're not super competitive and constantly changing your defenses and you always have the same defenses. This is going to be really great.
Right.
And then
you won't have to even set it every 2 days.
Right.
You can only pay attention during the attack phases then.
Right. It does look like we're going to have 5v5 or 3v3 come back because they have a 3v3 tab. So something to keep in mind. Okay, cool. The other thing that they're doing, sorry.
You can, I don't know if you were about to read it or not. I don't know. You can now resave your roster.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're about to say?
No. Where does it say this resave your roster?
So they mention it somewhere, but it's also here in the first picture. So in the first picture, now that you've joined the event, your roster is locked, but it's not permanently locked.
Right.
If you get a new Zeta or, 10 minutes before you unlock a new character, you can now hit resave. You still joined it 12 hours ago, but now you can update your locked roster to resave it as whatever it currently is.
Man.
That's a big change.
Okay, so the lock though, the final lock of your roster is once that join period ends, right? After these changes.
Yes. Once it'll still function the same once the actual arena starts. Like there's no changing in the middle of the arena.
Right, but I mean like, so say I joined right when
it opens up.
Right when it opens up, and then I don't hit resave roster, and then I move mods, and I forget to move them back. Is it going to see that I moved my mods and then lock it again at the end of the join period? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like the 24-hour later mark.
Right. No, I think it'll... So if you never hit the resave roster button, it'll function like it already has been.
Right, because I'm locked.
Right. All it is now is that if you want to update it, because you've now moved some mods that you think is better, and there's still time left.
Right.
Even though you've already joined, you can make it like you're joining again.
The only reason why I'm asking is because if it does like an automatic capture of your roster when the join period ends and you're swapping mods around for whatever reason, it doesn't really help you.
Right.
You kind of have to know not to do anything at that time period. But if it doesn't do that, then
I don't think it does.
We're good to go. then
Yeah, I don't think it does.
That's really good because there have been a few times where I'm like, I joined and my mods are a mess.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the big thing to GAC. And then they are also going to make it so right now we have like the squad preview when we go into battle teams, we can see the enemy team. They're going to do that for fleets. Oh, they added the Omicron icon, so that's good. But what it's really, really fun, and we have said this a few times on the podcast to each other because we finally got simmable assault battles. We're also finally going to be able to craft gear on the Jawa scavenger.
Yes.
On that table. So you don't have to like keep your characters low gear to craft whatever it is you want.
Right.
That's massive.
My who's that fish Jedi?
Akbar?
Kit Fisto.
Oh, Kit Fisto.
Yeah. Kit Fisto has gotten so much love from me just because whatever gear level he is, he can craft a really good whatever the third layer of the scavenger is.
Yeah. My young Han has been he never gets upgraded. So I'm like, you can craft holo projectors, so you get to stay here forever.
Yeah.
That's massive. We need to think of something else that we want to will into existence. Give me suggestions.
Yes. I'm sure we'll think of something. Now they say that the salvager will be experiencing some big changes.
Oh.
But they don't say anything besides that you can now craft gear.
Right.
They also earlier, like you said, they said that they're doing Grand Arena changes. But they really only said how you can place some defenses beforehand.
Right, and how your roster lock will happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're done or they're just giving us what's immediately coming.
This feels like it was like this feels like the first layer.
I think so too.
You know, like they're like it's like a sprinkle of every little topic, and there's like like more to come.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so also Razor Crest. So we already know this. Razor Crest is in the fleet shipments because it's been a year since he was released. They are not moving it. I've had a few people ask like if it's going to go to a farmable node, and they've confirmed it's not. They are also confirming that Conquest characters will not be accelerated characters. So you're always going to be, even when they do go to a node, they will not get accelerated.
Oh.
So if Kat goes onto light side whatever node, she's not going to be accelerated anyway. So
that's fair.
I think that's fair because
they're really good characters.
They're really good characters, and theoretically, I mean, unless you weren't earning the shards because you were doing like easy or normal mode, you would have some of those shards already.
Right.
Okay. And then, so we read the Mace Windu stuff. That's cool. Reworked. We have a new legendary coming.
Yeah.
This is cool. So I think we all knew that they were leading to this. Right? Like
I didn't know what they were leading to.
I think I don't know if I like knew that it was going to be a legendary character, but I think we all kind of assumed that Grand Inquisitor would come.
Yes. Cuz how can you
Right?
He was the first Inquisitor created.
Right.
But he had nothing to do with the Fallen Order game.
No. Yeah, exactly. So
we weren't sure.
This is cool. So they do say you're going to need all five Inquisitorious squad members. So we only have 3, which means we're going to get 2 more Marquis.
Yes.
So 2 more Inquisitorious Marquis, and then you need all 5 of those to do the legendary event to get him. It does say that they are going to have the power to challenge Galactic Legend Jedi in Territory Wars. So I assume that's because of the Omicrons. And then, obviously, outside of Territory Wars, there's still going to be a strong squad. This is cool. It doesn't say anything about like gear level requirements or anything like that for his event because it's yeah. So that's cool. And then the next road ahead will be June.
June?
That's what it says. It says tons of exciting plans, more to share via the next road ahead in June. But we'll get a State of the Galaxy, I'm sure, in April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As long as we get these monthly updates, I'm fine.
Totally.
I thought they were saying they're like going back to the 3 month.
You won't hear from us for 3 months.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Now, do you think the Grand Inquisitor is a legendary status?
I'm gonna say
in a few episodes of Rebels.
Yes. Like he was in a few episodes of Rebels, but I feel like just because of the stature of his character, like I would equate him to like a Thrawn.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Like Thrawn has the books and history that he was from.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
well, one of the reasons why I bring it up, is because I didn't watch it yet, but there's a trailer for the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
There is. It's good. You gotta watch it.
But he's in it, isn't he?
I can't remember if it was him or somebody or another. There is an Inquisitor in it.
I know I saw a picture of him. I don't know if he was in the trailer, but I know I saw some leak online.
Reba?
With the Grand Inquisitor fighting Kenobi.
Maybe it was him. I thought it was...
So I wonder if the new show is what is going to make him legendary status.
So, okay, so going off of that, do you think that means they're going to tie in his event to when the show comes out?
When does the show come out?
May 25th. And if we still need two more marquees, we're just getting the third one. It's already the middle of March.
Yeah, they could.
If we do one more like mid-April, one more mid-May, the
like
show
2 months.
starts. Yeah.
Yeah. They totally could.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. So we finally got through all of the news.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's a lot.
Which I feel like that was the big topic, and I don't know if there is a bantha in the room, a negative. Like all of this was really good.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah. I do wish, and I think we will hear more about this in State of the Galaxy versus Road Ahead. They didn't really address what the next step of their gear crunch is.
Correct.
But I think that's more of a State of the Galaxy topic than a Road Ahead topic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Personally.
This was good enough. I'm not going to gripe, even though they said last post there were 2 or 3 things they were going to go over next time.
Right.
And none of them did they go over.
Right. Yeah. Well.
That's okay. I'll give them another month.
All right. Fair enough.
Which brings us to our I Love You, I Know segment. Easy to get jaded by this game. There's a reason why we're still playing it after 6 years. So, Sarah, what have you enjoyed over the last week or two?
We hit 31 stars in light side territory battles last week, which was...
What's the max? What's max possible?
36? which is
I don't think it's that much.
not achievable.
Right.
It's not.
That's
It's
pretty
like
good.
it's actually not achievable. Mathematically, you cannot get to it.
Not yet. Yeah, with the
with the
amount
fruits.
of yeah,
So
that's pretty good.
31. I'm pretty pumped about that. Like that's
Pretty good.
massive. What have you enjoyed?
What have I enjoyed? I enjoyed losing a lot in Grand Arena.
Oh
La-
no.
Last week I did win 2 of 3,
Okay.
but I'm really peeved. I lost by a little bit of efficiency the first round, which if I wasn't testing out some counters, like if I hadn't done a gas clones versus the Ray Galactic Legend Ray, which I lost the first time, then I would have won. If I just done the first time my Sith Eternal Emperor and not had that extra attempt, I would have won.
Yeah.
That really bugs me.
That exact matchup, Gas versus Ray, cost me a Grand Arena match last week too.
Yeah, it's not a good count. I mean, there's so much that can go wrong.
It's not solid.
And
I was like, oh man. But it's a fun gamble when it works.
Let's see. What I have enjoyed. I liked the double drops they did that I don't know why they did.
Those have been amazing. I don't know why they did it either. I'm not complaining. They've been great.
Right. So I am now pretty close to finishing my Fennec Shand. She had her own little double drop too. Like she just last 2 weeks they're like, it's a Fennec Shand sale. Everybody get it now.
Everyone gets a Fennec.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that either. It was really weird.
Yeah. So I'm at like now 70 something out of 100. So she's almost done. My Talon is my last Cantina farm for Star Killer. And now she's 5-star going on 6. Pretty close. Okay. So it's jump started my Star Killer unlock. So.
Oh, I killed a Darth Revan team with troopers for the first time last week.
Yeah.
And it is just so fun. Like just watching Dark Troopers punch people. I was like, man.
Yeah.
You're fun.
He's just like, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
And then he always goes again. I don't remember what it is in the kit or something. Like I'll mark him with Piet.
Yeah.
And you do some kind of mass assist. Everybody goes. And then he's like kind of last. And it's like pop, pop, pop. But then once everything stopped, he's like, oh, I have another assist I meant to do.
Yeah.
And then
like,
he comes back.
One.
Pop, pop, pop.
It was fun. I was like, okay, I need to remember this so that I, have an answer to Darth Revan.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
If they can outspeed a team, they can take them down.
It was crazy. I was like, this is fun.
Like, they're probably my top offense team.
Right.
It's not a Galactic Legend.
Right. I need to tweak their mods again. I did make Piet fast, but yeah, it was great.
They're fantastic.
Loved it. Okay. So that's what we've loved. There is a question that has popped up into our Discord right now.
Cool.
So
cool.
we can add that to our Discord corner. Is that where
Let's
we're going next?
Yeah.
All right. That's where we're going.
Go for it.
Okay, so Corbs is saying, with the reveal of the Inquisitors being territory rivals for Galactic Legend Jedi teams, what is next? Is there a new faction or reworks to make a light side squad that is a territory war Omicron counter to a dark side galactic legend, and which do you think it would be? I feel like you would have to make it be like a counter that makes sense thematically. So I'm just thinking, like, if it was Kylo, I would want to say Resistance. But I'm like, but you have Rey, like you have Galactic Legend Rey. So do you need an Omicron Resistance team to take out Kylo?
Right. Good question.
And then you have an Empire Galactic Legend and Sith. And
do we have a defense dark Galactic Legend that needs a counter right now?
That's a good. I mean, other than Lord Vader.
Right.
I don't know.
So,
because this is the other thing, is like when you think light side squads, Resistance, I don't think they would do because you have Galactic Legend Rey. Rebels and Jedi are already so strong. Like Jedi, you have two.
Yeah, Jedi. There's tons of great Jedi teams.
You have two.
You can have three.
Legend.
You can have three good meta.
Yeah.
Jedi teams going.
So then I keep thinking light side characters. I'm like, clones? But that seems kind of silly. Phoenix? They already have an Omicron.
Phoenix could. I always feel like Phoenix could get a facelift.
They gave Hera an Omicron.
They did.
I guess you'd have to give maybe an Omicron to another one.
So I don't know what direction the game is going to go after these Inquisitors. But if it did go towards the new Obi-Wan show or something, then they could try and do something anti-Lord Vader. Some new character from the show. Because Vader's going to be in the show.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot because they put oh my gosh, what's his name? Hayden Christensen back in.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that he was going to be in the show.
Yeah, I'm most excited about that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if there's a need for a team.
I feel like there are so many light side teams that are already so strong that it would have the potential to break the game unless you were to do something like Phoenix or whatever.
Yeah.
In which case I think it would have to be something like a Mace rework where you rework them. Because I don't think just giving them an Omicron would do it.
Right. Which Mace might be good enough that you're now going to see a big every territory war.
Yeah.
Mace versus Inquisitor battle.
Man.
We'll see.
Oh boy. All right.
Rank and file. Let's take a look at our fleet meta.
Has it even changed? What did we have it at last
time?
84.
Last time Executor had 84% of the market share.
And he's got
now Executor is at 87% of the market share.
That's crazy.
More people are unlocking him.
Yep.
More people are.
It's a monopoly.
87%.
That is insane.
With only a few little holdouts of Negotiator and Malevolence.
I don't see a single Negotiator or Malevolence in my fleet.
And just about everybody's wailed out to get a 7-star. I hate to say it, but this was a good tactic to get them to make people spend money.
Right. Man,
that
is
a cheap tactic.
That's wild. That's way too 87%.
We do not see any kind of Gratis or
Right?
Finalizer shaking up the meta
No.
with our new tanks.
No. Definitely not.
And I did testing.
Yeah.
I pushed hard
Mm-hmm.
for each of these stupid galactic chases.
Mm-hmm.
Both puttered out at 4-star, halfway to 5.
Yeah. I can't remember where my resistance one stopped. I know I got further on resistance than I did on the first order one. But the first order one, the drop rate that I was getting for it was real bad. Like, it was worse than the resistance.
Mine was the
one.
opposite.
Oh,
Mine
it
was the opposite.
disgusting. I was like, I barely got it to 3 stars.
No way.
Yeah, I was like, all right, like, thank you. I'm here ish.
Yeah. Now, while both seem cool, I don't see them changing anything versus the Executor.
Right.
Now, I have heard about Finalizer doing something, and that they released a post saying they were looking into it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it does. Or how
But don't
works.
change it, CG.
But don't change it.
If somebody wails on an echelon, TIE echelon, and they can now kind of win against an Executor, let it be, man. Executor has had his time in the sun.
Man. Yeah, it's time for something else to be added to fleets, because this is
At least let 20% be something else.
yeah, like that's nuts.
87%. So next time it'll be at 90%.
Yep, exactly. All right.
And last but not least, let's head to Uncle Owen's moisture farm to talk about who and what we're currently farming in game. Because everyone knows work comes before going to Toshi Station to pick up power converters.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm farming Starkiller.
Nice. Like the requirements.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm made a lot more progress than because of those double drops. But still nothing. I'm still a few months away, probably.
Okay, that's not.
I'm probably 2 months.
Okay. Fair.
Depending on my Mara Jade. But
Okay.
she's a slow farm. She's not Cantina.
Right. Which is, I mean, at least it was double drops, I guess.
Yeah. I don't remember where mine is. I think she's 5-star. But what about you?
So I am farming Dark Side tickets for C's Ultimate because I finally unlocked him. When did I unlock him? It must have been 2 weeks ago if I'm doing his Ultimate already.
Awesome.
And then I finished gearing. I'm doing a lot of gear right now. I'm trying to gear my Mandalorians because I finished gearing my Imp Troopers. But I am farming Mara Jade. So just because I feel like I should. And then I feel like
You definitely should.
I just don't know, like, once I do these little side projects, do I go for Lord Vader or do I just dip and go? I feel like I go for Lord Vader. Go for Starkiller.
You got to get all of them.
I gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
So we will see what happens next. But yeah, it's just a ton of gear right now to finish up these little
Right.
steps, because they're pretty much all essentially gear 12. All these little things that these loose ends I'm trying to tie up. So it's all that gear 12, like right side gear.
Yeah.
That is a pain. So that's fun.
Yep.
So much fun.
Yep. Well, thanks, Sarah, for chatting.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun. Before we go, I wanted to say real quick.
Yes, that's right. Forgot.
Yeah, really, really quick. We do have, if anyone is guild shopping, a couple of open spots in Old Dirty Blasters. So, if you are guild shopping and are interested, let me know because we have a few spots open. I think I'll just put the link to our Discord server is always in the episode, so you can come chat.
Yeah, pop on over.
Yeah, it's a good time. And that's it.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.